If you purchase a G1 Thrasher tee, you're automatically entered to win a custom G1 skate deck. I'm currently in a food coma, but that doesn't stop me from making a video and talking about what is the best shotgun in the game currently, since they removed quick charge out of the game. There has also been a few changes to certain shotguns, like Mindbender's currently has a couple new perks, and the Imperial Decree and Astral Horizon are back in the game, so that begs the question, what is the best shotgun in the game without quick charge giving you that free 25 handling to every single shotgun? I'm very surprised they removed quick charge. It completely destroyed a lot of my builds, and I'm sure it ruined a lot of your favorite shotgun builds as well. It was just very convenient to have, and considering they absolutely neutered quick draw, it was a quality of life thing I thoroughly enjoyed. But enough chitter chatter, let's start with a few of my favorite shotguns and currently what I'm still using. Is the Matador 64 still the best shotgun in the game? In terms of handling, no. It's no longer one of the quickest precision frames, considering now you're stuck at 63 handling at max handling. If we're still talking about one-shot distance, this still feels like one of the most consistent shotguns in the game, but it is not my favorite shotgun at the moment because 63 handling, even with quick access sling and a dexterity mod, is still kinda slow. And yes, threat detector is nice, but it's not that damn good. At least for me personally, I don't notice it that much when I'm playing. I know a lot of people swear by this perk, but I personally like to switch weapons around a lot, so something like even surplus would be a little better for me. But this is a solid perk. I'm not gonna poop on it or anything. It's good. It's a good option. Matador 64 still S tier, but not my favorite. There was always a comparison between the Fractithist and the Matador. Even though they're in different slots, they're both the best shotguns in the game. But Fractithist now is so much better considering quick charge is gone now. And even though I said quick draw got pooped on, it's still a very good perk because the higher handling you have, the better the shotgun's gonna feel and the quicker it's gonna swap. Even though it says it has 100 handling, even with quick draw, it doesn't last long at all, only 1 second or until you ADS and it goes away. The only problem with this shotgun is it's almost impossible to get considering you have to play Dares of Eternity. So if you don't already have this thing, well, good luck. What's a good alternative though? If you don't have a great kinetic shotgun, what can you use? Well, there's a lot of options right now. The next shotgun on the list is pretty controversial, and that's because it's a lightweight frame shotgun, which got dumpstered on. Lightweights have one of the worst pellet spreads in the game, being a diamond, so that means you're not going to be getting as many one-shot kills, even compared to rapid-fire frame shotguns. Yes, apparently those one-shot further than the lightweight frames, so if you've been using lightweight frames, they've been very inconsistent, that's why. So you might be wondering, why the hell am I suggesting using one? This is by far the best lightweight frame in the game. It's also craftable and comes with the two best perks on any shotgun, opening shot and slide shot. This mixed together with 86 handling, it can't be all that bad. Although, remember, it's not gonna one-shot as far as other shotguns, and I'm warning you guys, you are gonna notice it. But if you are down bad and desperate for some high handling, this is definitely gonna be your best bet. Slap on a dexterity mod and a quick access sling mod, you're gonna have a lightning fast shotgun. Guaranteed you're gonna love the way it feels. Maybe not the way it shoots, though. Just a suggestion, though. We're not going to talk about that anymore. It was just kind of there in case you really needed a shotgun and you had 5 patterns. The next precision frame we have on the list is the Retold Tail. This was very easily obtainable last season, but now, good luck getting this thing. You have to farm a bunch of stuff on the Dreaming City and hope for the best, but the reason why I'm suggesting it is because it has okay handling with quick draw, and it's a precision frame, too. The only downside is it has no opening shot. You could rock slide shot, but that would take away quick draw, which I would highly not suggest. The god roll for this would be quick draw and snapshot with barrel shroud and a handling masterwork sitting at 54 handling, and with quick draw it's going to feel amazing as long as you have a dexterity mod and of course quick access sling. I would highly suggest using a dexterity mod and quick access sling on every single shotgun. Unless you somehow get 100 handling on it, then I guess it's okay. But this is a very solid shotgun, even though again it doesn't have opening shot. If you are down bad for the handling and you really don't like threat detector with Matador, this is a very good option, assuming that you even have one. All that's left now is the heavy hitting shotguns, the aggressive frames. The one that came back was Astral Horizon and also Imperial Decree. These both were already in the game, but they came back, no surprise. And we have the Mindbender's Ambition and the Found Verdict as well. We can start with the Mindbender's Ambition because it got changed compared to last season. A few perks were added and a few perks were taken away. Specifically for handling in this column, we have Surplus or Threat Detector. Threat Detector was already in the game, but Surplus actually got added in. Now, of course, a lot of you guys already liked Threat Detector, which isn't a bad choice whatsoever, like I already mentioned. But for me personally, I've always been a Surplus type of guy over Threat Detector, and even only one charge of Surplus will get me all the way up to 71 handling. Mix that together with a Dexterity mod, and you're really good to go. And considering that I play on Strand Hunter, meaning I have 4 abilities up, it's going to be really easy to keep at least 1 or 2 abilities up at all times, keeping me around 71 to 86 handling almost at all times. The only problem again I have with this shotgun is the second column blows. There's no good perk whatsoever. Steady hands is okay, but I don't even need that extra handling, and it's only after a kill as well. Swashbuckler is okay, but I don't get a lot of melee kills, and everything else is just kind of mid. So if you're down bad for Surplus and you want to use an aggressive frame, this is an okay option, but why would you use this if the Found Verdict exists? Not only does the Found Verdict get more handling, but you can rock Surplus and Opening Shot. And it gets so much handling, if you really wanted to, you could go for Slide Shots instead, and you would still feel alright using the shotgun. Now, me personally, I would still go for Surplus. 69 handling on an aggressive frame with Opening Shot, I mean, goddamn. This is arguably the best shotgun in the game currently. If I had an absolute god roll on this bad boy, I would probably use it over my Matador. Even though I said I like the precision frames more, 69 handling with Surplus, you just can't beat that. Now, I did hear that the Found Verdict and all the other weapons from Vault of Glass will be craftable someday. Is this true? I don't know. I'd imagine it is. So instead of farming for this absolute god roll and then one day having it craftable, maybe you could just hold up on it a little bit longer. Again, I could be completely wrong, and maybe you still want to farm for this thing, go ahead. If you don't want to wait another like 6 months for it, I'd recommend getting this shotgun. This shotgun is very annoying to farm, very tedious, and you have to get a lot of spoils to farm for this thing. That's why it's usually not worth it, but if you want this god roll, you're gonna have to grind for it. Just like a lot of these shotguns, they're not easy to come by. Well, except for the Imperial Decree. I made a video on how to get the Imperial Decree. Very easy shotgun and a very good one too. The only problem I have with it is that it's outshined by the Astral Horizon, and the only reason why Astral Horizon is better than Imperial Decree is because Astral Horizon comes as an adept weapon. In terms of handling, the Imperial Decree has the Astral Horizon beat, but since I can put an adept handling mod on, it actually beats the Imperial Decree by 7 handling points. Does that mean it's better than the Imperial Decree? I'm not entirely sure. You could still slap on a quick access sling and dexterity and call it a day, and the shotguns would still feel relatively similar. The thing Astral Horizon has though is if you play Arc, you can slap on an elemental capacitor mod. You can do this on a few other weapons as well and have 50 free handling to hit 100 handling. That's kind of cheating because if you don't play Arc, it doesn't really apply to you, and it's a very specific thing to look for. But it is there in case you still play Arc Titan like a loser, you can do this. So the Imperial Decree or Astral, it really just depends which one you like and which weapons you have, but I'd suggest using the Astral whenever Trials comes back out. Also, why not, since we're here? We might as well talk about the Conditional Finality, because I didn't give my full opinions on it in the video when I made it, since it was a little bit rushed. Apparently, this shotgun is not actually a rapid-fire frame. Even though the rounds per minute says 165, it actually does the same amount of damage as an aggressive frame shotgun. So that means this is an aggressive frame shotgun with 90 handling on it. Even though the database says it has 60, I think it's 90 or 95, practically maxed out, which you might be thinking is a really good thing, but the only problem on this shotgun is it has very low range and also only 2 bullets in the magazine. One of the bullets does stasis and the other bullet does solar. If you hit every single pellet with the stasis one, it'll freeze them. If you hit a lot of pellets with the solar one, it'll explode them. It's a pretty cool shotgun and very unique in its own way, but I found it to be very inconsistent when it came to one-shotting people. Yes, if you shove the barrel up in their mouth, they're gonna die. It's pretty easy to say that with any shotgun in the game, time, but for an aggressive frame, you'd expect it to kill pretty consistently, which this shotgun, I don't know, man, it's 50-50. And it literally is 50-50, because if you don't have the stasis shot and you only have the solar shot, it feels like the solar shot has less range on it. That could be complete placebo, and that actually might not be true. Maybe the solar one's actually better than the stasis one. I don't know. I don't actually have the shotgun. I've only used it one time. But I can safely say if I had to pick between this or the Fractatist, I would use the Fractatist for sure. But I would pull the shotgun out every once in a while, because why not? Just to have fun with it. It has 90 handling. I'm gonna need some more playtesting with it to actually give you guys a full-on opinion on it. But for now, just stay with the Fractatist if you have it. But this could be a fun shotgun to use for sure. It won't feel like trash at the very least. And that's going to conclude the video. If you don't know what shotgun to use and you still don't know, I'm very sorry to hear that, but I hope this video helped you choose what you should look for, considering quick charge isn't on the table. It kind of sucks right now, but it's safe to say the Matador and Fractatist are still a very solid pick. I really wish I had a found verdict right now, though. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.